good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Oh, let's see if we can be competitive, picking the ball off. Yeah, I've never played them before, so this will be a first.
The Hilltoppers will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here's the handoff. And he was
Thank you. I'll do my best to be competitive.
I love when defensive backs come up and
knock off the rust before I move to my next team.
Coming to this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Three tight ends, really.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
What's the call?
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And
wow.
A missed connection on 3rd down.
Really good play because nobody was there.
Drive of the game, they don't get it.
I was worried about the extra motion there.
Trust our defense, and guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there.
All right.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Not an ideal play, but...
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and more.
Or maybe it is. Okay.
45 on his way. Racing down the left side.
There we go with Derrick Henry breaking for a touchdown.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Definitely didn't think that was going to be a score. I thought it was going to be a blitz and get blown up.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to
let the race to 50 begin.
All they had to do is make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play.
That's definitely unexpected.
Touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to be the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On his toes.
After that last completion, it's second down.
I don't like this.
Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. And he was off to the races and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Smith takes the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They feed him again. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, I've played a little bit different of late. I've been trying to do a better job of making sure that I bring pressure and don't just drop 8 back. I know that's like something that people tend to default to, myself included. I'm trying to do a better job of not doing that.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business.
Yeah, I blitz from that side, so
And when this quarterback is in
wide
a rhythm,
open.
this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad because I feel like every time I see a punt return or a kick return, I have to return it. Like, you should be happy taking the ball at the 25. Really hard.
That was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump started. Pressure coming.
The button disappeared. That was interesting because I had circle open, but the button disappeared, so I was scared to throw it because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Their defensive coordinator on the sideline, I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Kick is in the air.
Terrible
Not going to
kick.
get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, that was interesting because I was definitely not in an ideal position to cover any of that.
Lewis wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right
in the bread basket.
That is a missed opportunity.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Oh, Lewis, put your hands up. That's a pick.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Smith. There he goes.
Angle route, angle on the DB, he had him. I couldn't switch to him before because 21 ran behind him. All he has to do is run in front of him and he's tackled or at least hit. But you just see he just runs behind.
Bring this guy down in space in the passing game. They better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis to throw. Breaks the grab. Breaks the tackle.
Nice completion.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, I had enough people over there. If he takes the right angle, he hits him. You have me coming up from behind to help. You like to think that it's going to be a tackle, and you're looking at a 3rd and short, or 4th and short. And then the question is, do you go or do you not go?
Between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here we go. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And this one will be
definitely,
for no gain.
definitely sucks to see that happen because you're like, ah, man.
ground, but no gain on that one.
Good
Just
position or
nowhere to
good,
run, not a lot of wiggle
alignment,
room for the
just
ball
bad
carrier.
execution.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they
I'm
can
gonna have
keep
to
it
get
up.
more comfortable using
They're
the
close
switch
enough
stick,
for
so
a
like if I
makeable
see something
field
to
goal
try to
from the
take it away.
26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away.
Pick up, kick good.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Like I said, I should never feel comfortable taking
We'll
that
see what
kick
they can
out.
do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
Can't help it.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd.
I gotta have a little bit of a different mindset. I'm playing like I'm playing against Conference USA. I'm facing a better defensive front. I'm going to have to make sure that I call plays where I can get the ball out a little bit quicker. I don't want to throw a
So
pitch.
they
I
had
don't
a
want to
chance
rattle
to
my
talk
quarterback.
over this 3rd down play to open the period.
There is
From the gun, wants to
pressure.
pass. He's going to
There's
let one fly
Burrows.
down the middle. Makes the grab on the shot. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point.
Yeah,
You've set
double
up the
mug in
offense
both
in
guys'
3rd and
games, so
very
just to get the
long.
ball out,
they're
because I
gonna
know no
throw.
matter what,
You cannot allow a guy to get open
just
that deep down the field for an explosive
someone's going to be
play.
open downfield. I
Somebody's
just
gonna
have to
have
guess the
answer
right
for that
side.
when they get to the sidelines.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Parrish. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10.
See if I can distract them.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Nope.
Looking for a crease. It's Parrish. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just a bad play call there altogether. I didn't have anybody open. Even if I would have ran the intended play, it wouldn't have worked either. Like what I was thinking about doing. So neither one worked.
He'll try it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the right. Makes the
Touchdown.
catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field.
Figures Hutchinson would catch it in a bowl game. Dude couldn't catch anything in this regular season.
So he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen,
I think only one time did he actually come through in the clutch, and I needed it too. It helped me win a game, but dude is very unreliable.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That gamble did not
See, it's
pay
so
off
bad.
as they bring him down at
We're
the
both
12.
like, oh, 9 yards deep, run it back. You can't help it though. Because you just feel like there's a good chance that you're going to be able to get a block and go, you know?
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
Oh, he's got some space.
Oh, great play call.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's smart because I thought he was running a drag around. My dad's calling. Hold on.
He knew the defense was going to be in zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Rides the back on the option. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays a passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith.
I actually had man-to-man. How was he, like, the guy didn't pick him up? I need to look at it again. I'm pretty sure that was Mensa. Mensa didn't pick him up. It was man-to-man. The corner was the one that made the play. Gotta back him up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to
Yeah, that was kind of weird because I was in man-to-man on that play. But Mensa, I don't know what he did, but he definitely wasn't playing what I wanted him to play.
That lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route.
I forgot I need to change that.
He sold it as if he was run to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Yeah, it was way too easy for him. That's my fault, though.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something?
Appreciate the sub,
David.
David.
For a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side.
What can we do?
And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet.
I mean, he just pushed them into the end zone at that point.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Be my guest, guy. He actually came and hit him from behind and just pushed him in. Why bother?
And then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Whoa.
This drive will start from the...
Gotta reset the sound.
To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down.
You know what the
Right?
bad
Over
thing
the
is?
legs, take the
I'm
legs
totally
out from
content,
underneath him,
honestly,
so
just
he
running
can
out the
continue to
clock
turn
to the
those
half
plays
and
out
just taking
get
in the
extra
second
yards
half. I
after
get the
contact
ball.
like he did there.
Lining up from the 34 on
Oh,
first
even if I
down.
give up a score, like at some point I know I'm gonna have to get a stop anyway.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way
Well,
to
that
the
works.
36.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
That's a ball game.
That kind of play will
Not
put
too
a
worried
jolt
about it.
into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Rides to back and leaves it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Just ready for...
4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop.
Just
the
ready
bleeding.
for the end of the season.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The running back has it. Got enough space. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just
Flip
an
it to the left.
explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football. When they
You
start
know it's
getting
bad
inside
when
the
I
five.
should have
Nice
scored
job
the
getting
touchdown,
penetration,
but because
getting
I'm
the
so
tackle
worried
release.
about defense, I'd rather make sure that I have to make them use a timeout and actually concede 4 points. because 30 seconds is an eternity on this game defensively. You know that's terrible.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll take a final shot here on 4th down, probably the last play of the half. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's so terrible. I should not throw that ball. The guy is right there, and I legitimately stared him down, eye-to-eye contact, and said, I know the game was not going to have him react and throw the ball anyway. So bad.
And with the extra point, they take a
Ran right at him in the zone, no reaction whatsoever. I know you got to sell out for the run, but Henry ran right at him.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
That's a tough one. I know he's frustrated because he had the right play call there. Great play call.
If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
I have to, got to try to come away with points in this drive. Super important right now.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Hard running there. Drills it with the stiff arm. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Stiff arm. Is that Derrick Henry saving me there?
37, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll
Fortunate. I thought it was going to be overthrown at first.
And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming.
This is a bad play call. All right. I think he's blitzing.
To the air on 1st down.
Yep.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
No one picked him
The
up.
quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On the run, it's right.
Nope.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And he's got it along the sideline, but the officials are signaling out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Pretty sure he's out.
Sometimes you have to have better awareness. You're down here in the end
Oops, I messed up. I meant to challenge it, and I can't. Damn it. Whoops. Oh, that's a no. Thought I'd challenge it.
You got to put your body in a position where you can make that catch, but still keep your foot in bounds and not able to come up with that.
Well, what do you call? What do you call, Sam?
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They go to the ground. To the 10.
That shouldn't work, but I'll accept it.
Terrific run.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
I got lucky there, because that shouldn't have worked. I messed up.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion,
I wasn't panicking, but I definitely didn't do what I wanted.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Good catch by Mac. I thought he would sell out for the run. He didn't on that one.
The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
I definitely thought that he was going to commit, but he didn't. I'm glad the line didn't get in. If the line would have got in, that play was blown up because I had to wait, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get enough time. Because it was going to be one of those, hey, if he commits, I'm just looking for him and just throwing the other way. And then I have to guess right. So now the question is, can we get a stop?
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's the receiver staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his
favorable
eyes,
animation there. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make a play on it. I was trying to break it up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
What will he do?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Go cover 4.
The Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be
I'm gonna regret this, but let's try.
Just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the defense holds firm. No,
maybe not. Okay.
all on that play.
Oh wait, he gets it off, right? Okay.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps
Getting a stop here
who
would be
makes the winning
huge.
plays to take home that W.
Let's see if we can make it happen here.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lewis wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hand, it's Hawkins. Ripping through the defense. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the
Brutal.
football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
Good job,
He's not
defense.
gonna make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
That's a big play right there. That's a big
This is
play
not
by
what
the
doctor
defense.
ordered in terms of starting field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Oh, and it was open. I couldn't get rid of the ball, though.
On 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DP. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Man.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
There it is, Myers.
It's caught. It's Meyer. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Running into the open space. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Well,
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The give to the back.
Blown
All
up.
kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. He just brought
Rob
some
Myers.
serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Big play
And
there.
the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the ground, it's right.
That is game. Let's go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, WKU.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll
Started
see
the season
offenses
as a starter.
really
Got
conservative
benched
with
for
the lead.
Parrish.
I like how this offense didn't go
And he
against
comes
the
out and
clock.
has a solid
They
game
stayed
in his
within
last
themselves.
game.
They stayed true to who they were.
Let's go.
And now, big time advantage, big time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead. And they're
Do
trying to
not
hold
give
on
up a
to
kick
it.
return. Bam.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being...
Pulls it in down the middle. Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away
Boy, oh
from the
boy, man.
defense, and they couldn't catch him.
No
This
one
offense is
there.
so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are...
Gotta love it.
after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride. These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Unreal.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd
Gotta
is
get rid of
buzzing
all
after that
match
last
cover
score.
4.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
All right.
They'll go to the counter play. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football.
That'll do it.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee on 4th down. Happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the way.
All right, not the prettiest game, but we'll take the result. So that's not too bad. Just efficient enough. We'll take it. My win goal was 9, or sorry, 7. So I hit 9. Because a bowl game doesn't count towards your win goal. You just get 4 points, 4 bonus points for season success if you lose. Like basically you get 4 points for qualifying for a bowl, and then 6 points if you win. So difference of 2 points. I'll take the extra 2. But not a bad end to the season. Not a bad end to the season. Other than other than Middle Tennessee, and that game swung on I was running the ball well. That game swung on a RPO. The safety, 10 yards back runs up and picks it off. So I have to get the ball out faster, or I have to check out of that once I see that it's man. So that's on me. But that completely swung the game because remember, right after that was a pick six, and then the very next play I had a receiver open, and Maverick overthrew him, and it got picked off. So like a 14-point swing in the span of probably 2 minutes real time, literally 2 offensive play because he scored the next play. So that was a bit rough, not gonna lie. But I'll take the win. We ran the ball well. And it took me all season to figure out how to run the ball with this team. Because I do not like passing the ball for 400 yards a game. I like some semblance of balance. And what helped was the 3rd and 9s. A couple of them I did convert because it was 3rd and long and I ran the ball. But for the most part, we were able to keep it short. No turnovers in this game, but the key was the 4th downs. He didn't get his, but he could have kicked to cut it to 8, but he went for it, and then we ended up scoring. And then right before the half, like I said, I gave up a touchdown on purpose to try to run more clock and was able to run it all the way down to the end and get the touchdown with no time remaining in the half. Like you would never ever do that, but I just feel like defensively you just can't do that on this game. You have 30, who would have had 36 seconds and all his timeouts. Like that's a terrible decision on my part. But video, like real life, that's a terrible decision. But video game wise, it's not bad. What's up though? You can look at his stats because I know his quarterback. He missed two throws that could have been, big plays. One for a 1st down on the very first drive of the game, like literally dirted it, and then the other one he overthrew. Those first two incomplete, or first two, my first two stops, excuse me, on 3rd down were because of overthrows. Smith, I was trying to make sure that Lewis couldn't run because I know that people like to run blast out of 5 wide, so like try to pinch everybody in and force him to bounce it outside. And the one time he did bounce it outside, I think everyone was sitting in 0 in terms of zone. So they were up at the line of scrimmage, so we had nowhere to go. Hawkins was killing me. No sacks though. Actually, no, he got 1 sack because I held on to the ball instead of risking throwing an interception. He just woke up though. My God, man. One deflection. That was, I think, was the cross screen. That's really it. Like, there's really like nothing crazy about this game. It was we were just gonna try to run the ball and just try to run the ball. Didn't throw any interceptions. Maverick solid enough. I'll take what he did. But really, it was the run game. Collectively, all 3 of my running backs combined, 3 running backs for over 70 yards. Obviously, Hampton big with the touchdown run to start the game, but that right there, haven't had that many broken tackles in a game all season. He had 7 in one game. The first couple of games, I don't think I had a broken tackle. Maybe I want to say like my first 2 games, I didn't have one, and then slowly it started going up. But that's not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. By far the most I've had by one guy this season. And you look at it, he had 7 on 14 carries, so that's one every other play, and he only had 71 yards, but still an effective 71. Throws a deep ball, like if he catches it in stride, it's a touchdown. But Hutchinson, I've got on him all season. Issues with him dropping the ball, comes through with a clutch catch. And then Henry, like I said, he literally ran right at the defender in zone, and dude just watched him catch the ball. I never should throw that ball, but you just know, like playing this game, you what we've seen over the last couple of months, that's a safe throw unless it's a user. And that kind of sums it up. Probably shouldn't be that way. No sacks, couple tackles for loss, big one by Herard. One deflection. I don't even know what that was. No forced fumbles. Like nothing crazy in this game except for broken tackles. About it. Look at the highlights real quick and then shut her down. Give my dad a call back. But this was the opening play of the game. I'm not sure if you were here at the beginning, David, but this is the first play of the game. I see this alignment and I'm like, that guy over there on the left is going to blitz. Is probably going to get blown up. Hike the ball, zone, 63, aggressively chasing after a block. And there we go again, broken tackle. Like you have three guys converging. Three. And that leads to a touchdown. That should not happen. Like I was totally, like cool, I'm gonna get my yards. I'm gonna get a handful of yards here, get 5, 6 yards. And then the broken tackle, like the animation pushed him to the left, and then the other guys kept going to the right. Not ideal. Was this the RPO? No. I tried to pick up the short one, but I was too far away. Broken tackle, and then finally brought down. His touchdown was easy. I really didn't have anyone there because I took myself out the play. Easy peasy. There's nothing there. This third down, huge. Like I said, if you look at the left side of the field, I schemed it up pretty well, I would say. Because you've got the guys there, and he slides off, which is what you want. He's passing them off, and he's coming back to the left. But even though that guy is running to his left, he's running towards the numbers, the corner. Or I'm looking at the wrong guy. I'm looking at the deep one. I'm supposed to be looking at the short one, the running back. Look at my slot corner. You're chasing him, and then he just runs behind. And he took himself out of that. All he has to do is keep running towards the sideline with the receiver and force him to cut back inside where I am to help. But because he takes a terrible angle, he's able to turn it up the field and easily get the first down. Then I miss with the hit stick, and he gets even more yards. But if he just angles that properly, he has to come back into me. That's rough. But we held him to 3. Then you have the sack, then the one to Burrows. Like I said, it was a double mug. And I'm just watching because I know I think I did vertical shake. Yep. So if I see both guys come, I'm throwing it deep because it means it's 6-on-5 up front. All I can do is just shuck it deep and just guess the right one. And then boom. The strong safety's up on the right side. So Burrows can close ground on him quick. It looked like it was man. It looked like it was man. So yeah, I made the right decision. Just air it out because Burrows will be able to outrun the guy. But no, I can't be mad at him for not throwing an accurate ball. Dude was running right in his face. And then 3rd and 2, try to come up with something short. Hutchinson coming across the field. A play action rollout. Try to do something a little bit different. I've been motioning with the run. So try to motion to draw him away. And Henry was open too, but I trust the shorter throw to be safer. Not a great throw, but it worked. Then he scored. Then we were running the ball. Then my dumb decision to run out of bounds, which is so wild. And then, yeah, this is the 4th down. This is the crazy part here. I want you to look. So I assume either he sells out for the run And if he sells out for the run, I just have to trust Henry to win inside because he's already lined. The corner's already lined up on the outside, and you look at him, he jumps in because he run commits. And I already see the guy sliding over, so I made a dumb read because right here is wide open. But it's this read, and it's again because I just don't trust that the computer will react to the ball. Because look at him. He's sliding, and I'm in motion to throw the ball, and he literally just slides past the receiver. Or was he guarding the running back? It looked like he was in zone. You could argue maybe he was in man, but it looked like he was in zone. That could be the reason why. I'll have to ask him because that was a weird play. Because I saw the guy there and threw it anyway. Because I just, like I said, I didn't believe that he would react to the ball. 3rd and 9. Hutchinson. I assume I'd get a cover 3 and then just try to slide him under the corner because the linebackers will stop. That guy here, though, like he needs to carry back farther to take that away, but he doesn't. Because that's unfortunate. Because if he carries back, I have nowhere to throw the ball, and then I'm just waiting to see if Henry breaks back down the field. Then, like I said, here with Mac, I thought he was going to sell out and run commit, but he didn't. But he blitzed. So he was controlling the linebacker, so he sits there. That takes away the tight end. And then I just have to wait for Mac to outrun him and then throw it to the outside without throwing a bullet to make sure that he puts air so he can continue to run towards the sideline. So that's quarter 3. Quarter 4, quarterback blast. I said what I was trying to do was bring pressure with the blitz. I don't know why he didn't run right away, but he tried to go outside once the linebacker came up, and that allowed for someone to help. It's because I had everyone set to 0 across the board, so they're going to play at the line of scrimmage. Any ball past 5 yards is a touchdown. And then same thing here. This time I sat in zone. So the middle linebacker is in the short zone, and I'm playing like basically midfield, center field, and just trying to pick up those routes coming across. And I have both. That guy square stops. The linebacker is there. Like if there's playmaker, that's a touchdown because you would just tell him to cut back to the left, walk in, touchdown. But then here it's just hit R3, and they have to come up and make the tackle, and thankfully they did. We get the ball back, and then we broke that long run. Well, Myers with the big play. I thought he would blitz. He didn't, but the running back coming out the backfield holds the linebacker right there. And then the tight end in between. 17 was wide open, though. Man, Henry was wide open. I didn't even see that. Wide open. So that ball inside towards the middle of the field, probably a touchdown. But at least the read I made was a solid read because see right there, coming out the backfield, that holds the linebacker. Like basically, I'm just playing him. The tight end, if he drifts upfield, I'll just throw it to the running back because he'll beat this guy over here for the ball. But Myers, big catch there. And then big touchdown by Wright. Man, I can't believe it took all season to be able to get some solid running with this team. Man, look at that. Walked in. 63 I pulled because it's power O. Holy crap. He just walked right in the hole. Edge rusher comes in, but thankfully he doesn't run right at the running back. But I'm able to cut. He should have I mean, all intents and purposes, probably should have been blown up in the backfield there. But I cut to the left, and then like the guy hesitates, and that leads us to a touchdown. I don't even want to look at this because I know it's cover 4. It's match though, and I'm looking at the safety. He jumps outside. He jumps outside. Like he's already over there though. Like I'm looking at the corners. The corners really have already picked up the corner outs. And I'm drifting back, but I have no help over the top. And then Ali with terrible pursuit. Got to run up the field. Ouch. Ugly. Oh, well, we get the one. All the way out of bounds. That's tough. I'll take the one. No dummy. I'll take the one.